because it is unacceptable for the NYPD to tell us that we cannot march into Times Square on October 22nd, the 19th annual National Day of Protest to stop police brutality, repression, and the criminalization of a generation. Let's just look at the reality. The NYPD murders people. This is not conjecture on anyone's part. We all saw what happened to Eric Garner. I can't call that anything other than murder. We know what happened to Ramarley Graham. We know what happened to Malcolm Ferguson. We know what happened to Sean Bell, Amadou Diallo, and many more names than I could remember and recount here. So this is proven fact. The NYPD inflicts chokeholds, a banned procedure on the part of their own rules and regulations. But we have seen them inflict that again on video. The NYPD arrests people for nothing more than videotaping them as they carry out their crimes. It is entirely unacceptable for them to wantonly visit brutality and even murder on so many people, and then to turn around and tell us whether, when, where, and how we can protest that brutality. The point to today's press conference is to deliver a message to Bill de Blasio, the mayor of New York. I'm going to read that message. The NYPD must not be allowed to prevent the march on October 22nd from proceeding into Times Square to deliver its message that police brutality in New York and around the country must stop. Given that the NYPD has killed Eric Garner, Ramarley Graham, Mohammed Ba, Sean Bell, Anthony Rosario, Anthony Baez, and many more, and no matter how outrageous the circumstances, has almost never been punished for these crimes. The NYPD has administered chokeholds on many, many people. The NYPD has arrested people who have done nothing other than videotape police as they harassed and brutalized people. The NYPD has beaten people in Sunset Park neighborhood in Brooklyn, including throwing a pregnant woman to the ground and endangering her pregnancy. Guards at Rikers Island have brutally beaten people and have caused the deaths of inmates through their actions and inaction. And even when their criminal activity has been caught on tape, they haven't been punished for these crimes. The application of Bratton's broken windows approach to policing has meant that people accused of minor crimes and even actions that are not criminal at all have ended up imprisoned, brutalized, and even sometimes dead. Operation Crew Cuts has become the new stop and frisk, criminalizing Black and Latino youth and subjecting many to being warehoused at Rikers Island for nothing more than being youth of color. This policy has resulted in raids in housing projects and mass arrests of young people for doing things like making posts on Facebook and doing rap songs. For all these reasons and more, it is necessary that we march on October 22nd and raise our voices in protest of police brutality, repression, and the criminalization of a generation. We must take this message into Times Square, where it will reach the eyes of the world. The NYPD has no right and should not have the authority to prevent this. So that is the message that we were going to deliver to Bill de Blasio today, and it has actually already been delivered to him. I put it into his hand as he was out here in the good weather, I guess, doing an outdoor meeting, and his response was, "I'll go to work on this right away." And I want to say to Mr. de Blasio and everybody else that we will not accept glad handing and then palming this off. We will pursue this question. You will hear from us again down to the wire on Wednesday, because the NYPD must not be allowed to prevent the message of October 22nd from reaching the eyes of the world through us marching into Times Square. Thank you.